Welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, we are doing analysis on the AI ML data science salary analysis data from 2020 to 2025. You will see the trend of salaries in different years for different type of company size. You will see average salary, minimum salary, maximum salary for company locations on the basis of company size, on the basis of employment type, whether it's a full-time, contractual, part-time or freelance job. You will be able to see average salary by company size and experience level. Like if you have a medium sized company and experience level is executive level, so will the average salary increase in a large company or not? It may not always be the case. We have remote ratio like 0, 50, 100. So this type of remote ratio you can see in case of 100% remote ratio companies, like where remote is 100%, right? So you can see the trend here. If it is 50%, what is the case? In case of 0, what is the case? So on the basis of that, you will see top 5 job titles by average salary. So we have many job titles here, but what are the top 5 of them? And then on the basis of different categorization, you will be able to see for other cases. Then country wise, what is the average salary? If you will take your mouse over a country, you will be able to see the average salary on the basis of that country. We also have provided the company location as a filter. So all of this is something that you are going to learn in this video. So let's get started with it. So the data set that we are using in this project is the AI ML data science salary, which is from 2020 to 2025. Data set contains the detail of AI and ML data science salary. Salary data is in USD and we calculated at its average function rate during the year for salaries entered in other currencies. The data is processed and updated on a weekly basis that for the information that this user has provided. So from Kaggle, you can go and download the CSV file. Let's do that. So now we have the CSV file, which we will open here. And in the CSV file, you can see we have the work year, then experience level, that is MISE. We'll see the meaning of this. This is employment type, which is full time here. There may be other values, and we have job title like customer success engineer, etc. We have salary information. This is salary currency and salary in USD, finally converted salary. And we have the employee residence information, which is the code value like New Zealand, US, etc. And we have the remote ratio, like how much percentage of remote work is allowed in this company. Some companies are 100% remote, some are 50% remote. Then we also have company location and company size, whether it's a large company or a medium company. Now you can see EN is entry level or junior, MI is mid level, SE is senior level, and EX is executive. And other values are also given. So we'll keep looking at it. Now let's start creating the dashboard. We will simply open Power BI desktop, and in Power BI desktop connect on get data, and from here select text or CSV file. Navigate to the folder, click on salaries, click open. Here make sure that all the column headers are properly aligned with their values. If it is the case, then you can load the data. And now salaries data will load. Now first thing that we are going to do, we will have a text box. In the text box, we will add our purpose, like for which purpose we are creating the dashboard, the AI ML data source salary. We will select any font here, select a particular size for it, align it in center, and make our text box appear in the center here. We can also go to effects and enable shadow and visual border here. And for our font also we can select a different color. So we will select some default color which we will change later. We can go to the image tab and add some graphs here to. So just select the image, select your image and insert here. So we can add this type of chart just to represent something whatever we are doing. I'm just doing it optionally. You don't have to replicate this. Next is here also you can go to style section and you can either use the fit styling or fill styling, whatever you prefer. Okay? But we will go with normal since we are going with a square image and we can increase its size up to there. We usually use this area for a filter, so I will just keep it like this and I will just increase the size so that we can put some filters here. You can use either the left hand sidebar or right hand sidebar for filters. In general tab effects for the image, we can enable visual border and shadow here as well. So now our basic part is ready. Now we will try to create some graphs. So in the data set, we can see we have information of work year, experience level, employee type, job title. All these fields will be used for analysis. Either we can use the salary and salary currency together, or we can simply use salary in USD. So since this is salary in USD, we can go to the table view here. In table view, we can go to the column tools and select the dollar sign here. So it will automatically start showing in dollars. Then we have employee residence. Right now its format is text, but we'll see it later. We have the remote ratio, etc. So now let's create some basic KPIs, and we don't have too many KPIs to do here, but let's add them together here. So first KPI, we are going to use a card, and in the card the first KPI that we will create is total number of records, like how many total records do we have. Just so we have 88,500 something values. So we will see total samples or whatever you want to name it. And here you can see we don't have any column for distinct column ID, right? Like there is no column which is a unique column ID or something. So for that, what we will do, we will go to the home tab, go to transform data. It will open Power Query Editor. In Power Query Editor, we will add column. We will add an index column from 1. So you will see an index, automatic index. This is basically row index. For every row, we will have one value. Now we can go to home tab and close and apply. So now we will have the index tab. Basically in Power Query Editor you can change data type, format your data, transform your data. We have just added index value here. Now we will add values. So we'll select the card and add index here. So it shows we have 4 billion, which is the sum of index. We don't want sum of index, we want count of it. So it will start showing like this. We will go to format your visual. First of all, in visual setting, we will use a size like this, 25. So it will show us 88.58K. Here display units is auto. You can select none to show the total number of records, or auto to show it like this. So this is simply count of records. So here in fields we can rename for this visual, and this is count of records. I'm just putting it here so that we can understand that we can do these type of things. And here also we will go to general tab, effects, and we will enable the visual border and shadow. For visual border you can select a different color also from your theme, and you will be able to select like that. Now we can actually reduce the height as per our requirement. Now we have created one KPI. This way you can add other KPIs also. So here, as I said, we will just add 2 or 3 KPIs. So the other KPI that we will put here is the average salary. Okay? So this is salary in USD. If you will add here, so for all the records that we have, it is 13.96 billion or total 18.58 thousand records. But here what we have to do, we have to select the average salary. We can select average, minimum and maximum here. So this is average of salary. Now here, while copying, we can see in category label, we can first of all make it bold so that it is appearing properly, and in call out value we can select a color from the palette. Okay. So this is something important. Now here also we will do the same thing, and it is showing average of salary in USD, something like that. So what we will do here, we will go to our field setting and rename for this visual as average salary. Okay. And here in category label, make it bold. For this also, if you want to change the font color, you can select something or something from different palette. So these type of settings you can do as per your theme requirement. Now we have the average salary here. Now we will copy and we'll try to create the minimum salary, because when we will start adding our filters for analysis, then we will be able to see in which particular category we have, minimum salary, maximum salary. You will be able to see that. So here, instead of average salary, we will select minimum salary. So, and here also rename this visual as min salary or minimum salary, whatever you want to prefer. So this way, basically we used to describe data in Python. So in, if when you will describe data, you will get visuals like minimum, maximum, count of records, mean, etc. So that's what we are kind of doing here. Now this is minimum salary once again. Here we will select the maximum salary. So, and here we will rename for this visual as maximum. Now whether the variance in salary is more or less, okay, like there is too much variance or there is little variance, for that what we can do, we can create another copy of it, and here what we will put here, we'll keep the same visual, but here we can select variance, median, or you can also select standard deviation. Like what is the standard deviation? The less value of standard deviation means uh, lower variance, or there is less variance in the data. The data points are close to each other. So here we can select standard deviation in salary. So this way you can keep creating your cards. So we have enough of them. Now we will simply arrange them. I was just trying to use this space for KPIs, but it's not necessary that you always create them, but it is always good to describe the data. Now after creating the KPIs, don't forget to save your work. So you can click on this save icon. Now next thing is we will add some filters here. So for adding filters, the first thing that I am going to do, let's increase some size here. The first thing that I am going to do is I will insert a shape. So I will add a shape here. The shape width will be just equal to the width of the tab above it, and I will keep its height this much. Okay. Now for this shape we will select a color. So in a style we can select some color. Let's select this color. I'm just selecting this because just want to know that because we are using this space for different purposes, right? Here we will add some slicer. Once you will add a slicer is basically used as a filter. So in the first slicer, the field that we are going to put is company location. Here you will see we have so many locations. So what we are going to do, we will go to format your visual. In slicer setting, we will select a drop down list. So now we will have a drop down list. For your drop down list values, if you want to style them, like choose a bold color, you can select it, and a font color, you can select it. So like this. Now let's say we selected AD or AE or AM. Okay. So you will be able to see the average salary, minimum salary. For example, in AE minimum salary is 40K, but in AD it is 50.75K. As per some Google search, AD is Andorra, AE is Arab Emirates, or different type of country codes are there. And now you can also clear the selection. Here, this header that you are seeing comes from slicer header. If you want, you can make it bold, and from here you can change the text if needed, like company location. So you can select it, and for this also you can select a type of text. So this is our first filter. We can make a copy of it, and we will try to create other. Then we have company size. So we can see a standard deviation in salary, whether it's less or more, when the company size is bigger or smaller. So for that we will add company size here, and here in company size we either have large, medium or small. So you can see in a small companies deviation is less, and in bigger company, in medium company it is more. Minimum salary in medium company is 15,000. In a small company close to that. Large company also same. Average salary is 154.48K in large, 157 in medium, and in a small company it is lesser. So from here you can see different type of values on the basis of company size. This is company size. So we will simply go to slicer header and say company size. Okay. Next is what we can do. We can add another slicer here. I just want to try one more thing here. So I will add a new slicer here. Use its width and height accordingly. And here I will add employee type. So or employment type. And first of all, I will copy the styling from here. So first, so you can see the styling is copied. We can go to slicer setting and drop down. Why I did that? Because here you can see the name is now available to change. So otherwise it was copying the same. So either you can do it like that or you can copy. So we have different type of employee type here, like CT, FL, F3. So let's say for full-time employee, average salary 157.9K, or part-time only 76K. So this way you will be able to see salary. The average salary has a huge difference for different type of employee type. We have CT. So from here you can see the meaning of CT, which is contract, right? So contractual employees average salary 96K, and the total number of records is 224. Every time we can clear them to see the original values. So now after employee type, let's create one more copy, and then we will add experience level. So whatever categorical fields are given, we will use them for exploratory data analysis here. Okay, and here it is basically experience level. Since this part is repetitive, you can skip the video a little here because I'll be just copying and pasting it. Then we have job title, so we will add job title here, and we will copy one more time here, and we will have the remote ratio. Either 0, 50 or 100. Let's say for 100%, average salary is 149k, 50% it is 81k, and it is higher for 0. So here you can see companies which are offering uh, 0 remote work, like they are asking employees to come, they are also offering more. So this is job title and this is remote ratio. So we will simply write remote ratio. So this way we have added some interactive filters for maybe for HR or professionals to analyze here. So they can, so that they can use these filters and see different type of salaries. Now since our first categorical field is company location and our target field is average salary in USD, you can also use sum of salary, minimum salary, whatever you want to choose as your target field. We are choosing average here. So the first graph that we will create is company location wise average salary. For that we will use the field map here. So in field map, the width that I am going to select is twice the width of this, and height half of it. I will just reduce it later so that I can create two different copies here, right? And keep a gap between them. So now here, first thing I will copy the same styling, okay? Then I will try to change it. But here in location, you will bring the company location, which is the code, and you will see. So let's see whether it has correctly mapped it or not. This is US, this is Canada, India. So you can see it is almost correct. Yes, France, etc., UK, GB, Australia. So it is almost correct. So it has automatically, based on country code, it has automatically colored those particular countries for which we have data. Now in tooltip, like in some detail, you have to bring that particular target field also. So we will bring average salary in USD. Okay, we can also bring minimum salary here like this, minimum, maximum, whatever you want to bring. So when you will take your mouse over it, you will see the average salary and minimum of salary. Average is $58,000 in India and minimum is $15,000. Now next thing is, here you can see the title is automatically selected based on our selection. So first of all we will see country wise or location wise salary. Our main field is average salary. So we will select this, align it to center, make it bold, and choose a font color like this. Okay. So this is country wise average salary. Now the color that you are seeing here, this color is actually all bold color. It's all blue color, right? And it is a blue color because here you are seeing you have not provided any type of gradient here, right? In the map chart, when you will select the map chart and go to format your visual, there you have an option of fill colors, and with this option of fill colors you see FX there. That FX is conditional formatting. So either you can show all and select different colors for them. Like if you don't want to show lower or higher. So let's say for AD we want to select this color. So wherever that AD is will be selected. Let's say for AS you want to select this color. One is this way. You select different colors, but you can do it programmatically also. So just select FX. In rules, select gradient. Now it is asking what field should this gradient be based on. Gradient means if the value is lower, like for example, if in India average salary in a particular domain is lower and it is higher in US, so lower values will be denoted with or will be given with this light color, and higher value will be given as a dark color. You can also add a middle color like countries where salaries lie within the average range. So this is something you can do. Now from here you can select salaries and you can select salary in USD. Okay, and whether you want to collectively you want to decide like collectively all the total salaries added of USA compared to India, etc., or if you want to select the average. Similarly, you can do for minimum maximum also. And how should we format empty values? We should format them as 0. So this is what you can do here and click OK. Now you will see that most of them are yellow, right? For some reason it is showing most of them as yellow. So we will try to delete this value, like add a middle color. So now you can see some of them are darker and some of them are lighter. If you will select sum here, like instead of average of salary, we can also select sum. Let's see what's the difference when we select sum. So here you will see in US it is very dark. Other countries almost same, because there may be a case that in US we have more number of records. For example, if we select US, obviously there are like 79,000 records of US. So that's why we will go with average, and this way you can decide you know. So this is one way of showing country wise average salary. So we can select a darker color also. I'll just play with it a little more and select a further darker color so that we have more gradients here. So this is country wise salary. Now we will show company size wise average salary. For company wise average salary, I will use a stack chart. So I will just first of all copy it, change it to stacked column, and here I will remove it. Tooltips also I will remove. In x-axis we will bring company size, and on y-axis we will bring the salary in USD, and here I will select average salary. So here you can see in case of medium it is darker, large it is lighter than that, and very light in case of a small company. So this is company size wise. So here we will just change the title, company size wise average salary, or average salary by company size, whatever you prefer. This is showing as a legend, like what is the minimum average salary, what is the maximum average salary. So if you want to disable this legend, you can go here and disable it. This is your choice. If you want to put more if you want to show these values also, like whatever these values you are seeing when you are taking your mouse over them, so you can display as, you can enable data labels, right? So this is showing company size wise average salary. Now we actually have to put more graphs over here. So the first thing that we are going to do, we will actually create 3 column layout here. In 3 column layout we can put 3 graphs. So we will add another graph and now we will try to adjust their size. So let's see. I think this is good. And to make them of equal size, so just go there in general properties. You will see width is 355. Let's make it 350. Let's make it 350 for all of them. Let's try first of all. So 350 for is 350 for second and 350 for third. If it is possible, that will be best. It is going just out of boundary. We will adjust it a little bit. Now it's okay. Now here, so we have country wise in map chart. We have company size wise in stacked column chart. We can also select employment type wise in a donut chart. So we will just select a donut chart. Instead of company type, we will select the employment type or employee residence if you want to use that. So now you can see for full-time employees, the average salary is higher than for contractual, then for part-time, and then for FL. What is FL here? FL is freelance. Okay. So this is important analysis, and here we have the employment type. So we have selected the employment type. So we will rename the title as average salary by employment type. And obviously it is clear that if you are a full-time employee in a company, then you are likely to get more salary. So basically whenever our data is categorical, like we have this type of categorical fields with minimal data, so it is very important that we can use these type of charts. Basically we actually have very important parameter here that actually we forgot to add in the first part, and that is work year. Like we have to see what is what was the average salary in that particular work year, and has it increased or decreased. It may have increased or decreased in a certain location or for certain job title. So that analysis is also important. So I will just create one more copy of it, and here we are simply going to bring the work year, change the title. Actually the title is in header, so work year. And from here we can select, like let's say in 2020 you can see average 102, 21 less, 2020 more. So we have some variance there, right? Variation there. So how was this? If we have to check, so we can use a line chart. First of all we will copy the formatting here. So we have a line chart. We will create some gap, and in the line chart on x-axis you add something. Once you have a time related field, so you can add it here, a continuous thing. And on y-axis, let's bring salary in USD. So this way you will be able to see this is sum of salary in USD, and in 2024 it is more. For 2025 sum is less because we have less number of records. So this can be based on number of records. That's why we are selecting average, and then you will see that it is started with a higher value in 2020, then went lower, and then it is increasing. In 2025, we are in the first quarter, it is about to end, and average is lower than 24 right now, but this is the average of salary in USD by work year. Now we have a lot of other fields which are important, like we have the employment type, we have the job title. Okay, job title is very important. So but there are so many of them, so I'm not going with it. We also have company size. So I just want to show you that actually right now we are seeing one line, but let's say we want to see for different company sizes also, right? Like if you are deciding to accept some offer from some company, then what type of company you should choose. Obviously people will prefer large companies, but sometimes smaller companies may offer more to more skilled people. So for that we also have a legend value here, and in legend we actually can bring the employment type here. So employment type, or you can bring the company type. Okay, like this company size. So we can also bring this, so it will create that those many lines here. Okay, that is important. So that's why you can see it is creating those lines here, and it is showing average of salary in USD by work year and company size. We can also select a stacked area chart, so we can see comparatively in large, you can see the area. In medium companies, you can see when years were increasing in medium sized companies, the area is more, and for smaller companies also it is higher in 2025. So this way, either with the help of a area chart or a stacked area chart, you will be able to find that. So this is, let's change the title a little bit, and title will be average salary by work year and company size. Okay, this is important. If you want to show these numbers, you can go and enable data label. You can show these numbers, series labels if you want to show, total labels you want to show. So I will simply show total labels, so that it we can see that it's increasing for which type of company size it went down. So you can see that. Now this is one way. Another thing is job title. We have so many job titles. What if we have to show top 5 job titles in terms of average salary? Okay, because I'm just considering average salary here, and we have to show top 5 of them. So what we can do, we can bring a clustered column, or I will bring a line and clustered column, just so that we have more options. It has all the properties of a clustered column, but plus an additional line where you can actually visualize something else. And I will first of all copy this styling so that we don't have to style it again. Here in x-axis we will bring the job title, and on column y-axis, like for columns, we will use the salary in USD, average salary in USD. Okay, when we selected salary in USD based on number of records, you can see for data scientist collectively it was more, but in case of average, we can see analytics engineering manager average salary given there. Then data scientist tech lead, applied AI ML lead. Okay, so this is average of salary. Let's see maximum. So you can see in maximum it is AI architect, around $800,000 monthly it is, right? So it is annual. Now here we will go with average here, and if you want you can obviously enable the data labels, so that these values will be visible. As we said, we will show top 5 of them. First of all, since we have more space here, so display, if you want to display more of them, so you can display it like this, but our target is to show top 5 of them. So first I will change the title, top 5 job titles by average salary. Okay, how to show top 5? Go to filters, job title is all top n, select top n, put your number here and then drag the numerical field and select the function. So these are the top 5 job titles by average salary, and you can see the color grading is still being applied as we copied it from the map chart. So analytics engineering manager, data science tech lead, and so on. Now important thing, is it the same case in all type of countries, right? Let's say we select India. So in India also, yes, it is analytics engineer, or we can also select the complete location from here. So let's select India. In India, you can see for an engineer it is 0.24 million. Principal machine learning engineer it is 0.16 million, and you can see the country selected. You can select multiple countries. Let's say we select India and Japan together. Okay, you can see average is actually more here. That's why this gradient value is more there, and here it is lower. So here in these two countries, machine learning scientists are getting more. So this is something that you can visualize from here, right? Let's say in Hong Kong. Let's compare in Hong Kong versus China. So we have CN and HK. So here you can see CN. Where is HK? Let's find HK. So if you will only select HK, you will see it like this. Let's fit. And if you will select other values, so for example CN, then two of them will be highlighted. So you can see it. So here also you can see research scientist and data scientist are two top job titles here. So you can analyze the data on the basis of this type of filters, right? If we go with experience level, let's say SE, then analyst engineer manager is there. If we say mid level, in that case AI architect, EX, executive level or director, and you can say principal data analyst. So this way you will be able to see for different type of career, employment type, experience level, job title, etc. So these are top 5 job titles with my average salary. So I will write 5 here. In one of my other videos, I have also given instructions about dynamic top in. So you can give us filter and say choose your number, and you can say top 20, top 50. You can show that. Now since we selected line chart, so in line y axis you can bring something else, right? So for example we have remote ratio, right? Just giving an example. So we have remote ratio, and if we bring average remote ratio here as a line, so you can see average of remote ratio is around 50% for data scientist, tech lead, and analytics engineering manager. It is 0 for applied AI ML lead, around 22% for head of machine learning, and again 0 for ML. So you can see for what type of jobs some kind of remote work is allowed, right? So this way you will be able to see line and a stack column chart together, or line or cluster column chart together. Now let's say we want to see the effect of both company size and employee type on average salary. So what we can do, let's try it with ribbon chart. So in ribbon chart, let's say on x-axis we will bring the company size. So we either has a small, medium, or large companies there. So we will, you can see. First of all, we will apply the same kind of styling here, format painter. Now we have company size here. On y-axis, we will select the numerical field, which is salary in USD, and here we will select the average. So you can see medium and small, which is basically the same thing. Now, if you want to see another field here, like we have a legend value. So basically in ribbon chart, we have categorization, and in which category is it higher or lower, it is shown. So let's say we also add the experience level in legend. Now you will see three different ribbons here, or four of them. That is EN, EX, MI, SE. So you can see that rank of SE in medium companies is second, but in large companies rank of SE is higher, right? That means senior executive or expert. What we are seeing here is basis on the basis of average salary. So average salary for senior executive in a large company is higher, but on the other hand, in other two cases it is on the second case. So this is the only difference, right? And here uh, here you can see experience level EX is on the second rank. For others it is same. So this is very important, and that's the use of a ribbon chart. So we can, it is showing average salary by company size and experience level, right? So this is important. So average salary by company size and experience level. I'm just writing short form so that we can put in the same single line. So this is our simple AI ML data science salary analysis dashboard. So we can simply rename it as dashboard here. This is part 1. In part 2 we will try to create more analysis, like because we have other parameters here also, and we will try to create other type of graphs. Now so this is one way of designing it. If you want to apply another theme, as I gave you a simple tip in other chapters also, you can go here and select any theme here. So it will make it as per the theme. So whatever you prefer, you can select from here and go with it. I will simply press Ctrl Z and go with the default theme, or we can select something like this as well. And here we can go and select. You will see the color palette will change, and all the font colors will be from that palette. So basically we first focus on designing it, and then we can choose the theme later as well. That also works. So this is a simple AI ML data science salary analysis dashboard as per the dataset that I showed you. Try it from your end. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more videos like this for you. And since most of the data analysts will be seeing this video, so it will be of great insight for you as well, like what type of fields to use, etc. And when you will actually create this dashboard from the data set, so you will also get some future insights for yourself as well. Thanks for watching. Best of luck in securing your job. If you are already having a job, then best of luck for getting a promotion. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.